And good afternoon, Nick Weig here with you as we have some breaking news coming into the newsroom at this hour. Police are on the scene of a very serious crash near downtown between a semi and a bicyclist. We have a crew on the scene. Let's take you out there live right now. We're being told that police are going to provide some information here shortly, but this happened at Cumming and 14th where the semi and bicycle collided. Eastbound Cumming right now is closed, although taking a look at this live shot from our crew on the scene, it looks like they're not really letting much go in the direction there. You see the westbound traffic coming through, but obviously they're processing a rather large scene, and I don't believe that we're seeing any traffic on one side of 14th at least, if not both, getting through that area right now. We do have another shot of this from one of our tower cams, one of our sky cams, and this is the area that is if you look up into your upper left, just by the live bug there, you'll see where this scene is and where they've got some roads blocked off. Again, this is at 14th and Cumming, where crews are on the scene of a significant crash at that location. Again, this was between a semi and a bicycle. Witnesses saw what happened and described it as a pretty serious scene. We're working to get more information from law enforcement right now, but again, this area, law enforcement, I would say, would advise everyone in this area to stay away as they're still processing this scene. Again, witnesses told us that they saw what happened. They said that the semi came from southbound off 14th and the bicyclist was trying to go right onto 14th and the semi didn't see them. And that is when they collided. Witnesses then ran to try and help the bicyclist and call the cops, and that is what people on the scene were telling us. And we did hear from police that they hope to provide us a little more information here within the next few minutes. We're standing by for that right now. But again, we're still waiting for them to give us any other information on the scene. Okay, as you can see here, police are standing by to give us some more information. We're going to be monitoring that here, and once they start talking here, we'll get you some more information. Again, as you see, we're standing by for Omaha police to give us an update on what exactly took place there. But witnesses tell us that this was a fairly serious crash between a bicycle and a semi. The semi, both, it sounds like the semi and the bicycle may have been coming from opposing directions and both turning onto the same road when they collided. And that the bicyclist was seriously hurt. They described some very, very serious injuries before calling police. And again, we're just standing by for this news conference to get underway, this kind of impromptu news conference as everyone is setting up. And then we will take you to that live here in just a moment. Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Dispatched to a personal injury collision involving a semi and a pedestrian that was on a bicycle. Upon arrival, OFD rendered aid and transported to the med center, where the bicyclist was later pronounced deceased. We have half of Cumming Street shut down right now while we're doing our on-scene investigation, interviewing witnesses and getting video. we're unknown on charges. The driver remained at the scene. There's nothing outstanding to know about that, but the investigation's still ongoing.
How much longer until the road gets open?
I'd say probably about 45 minutes. So,
Does accidents like this usually happen in this area like that, or?
I guess for pedestrians, and not like too often, but again, we don't know really the circumstances. We're still looking into whether it's crosswalk and stuff like that. But I can tell you that the bicyclist was an adult male.
Is he on the bike or is he walking?
He was on the bike. He appeared to be going east to west on the south side of Cumming Street.
Gotcha. Any other information that would be helpful?
Nope.
All right, I don't think I have anything.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Appreciate it.
Okay, obviously a very quick news conference there, as there's not a whole lot of information to divulge. But again, you heard the breaking news that a bicyclist, a man was killed while riding his bicycle at Cumming and 14th when they collided with a semi that apparently didn't appear to see the bicyclist on the road. But again, that's all according to witnesses. However, police now confirming that the man riding the bicycle at Cumming and 14th was killed in this crash. Witnesses described a very serious scene when the two collided and said that to them it appeared that the semi did not see the bicyclist. Let's take you now back out live to our crew on the scene where you can see investigators continue to process the scene. There in the background you see the bicycle on the ground. As you see investigators processing the scene, which is critical in crashes like this to determine exact cause and chain of events. So ideally this road is going to be closed for some time this afternoon as they work to clear that scene, but first they have to make sure they collect all the evidence. There you see the semi in the background, and in front of it the bicycle that the man who was unfortunately killed in this crash was riding. Again, this is at the intersection of Cumming and 14th. This happening earlier this afternoon. Witnesses were there and saw what happened. It appeared that the semi driver didn't see the bicyclist, and the bicyclist was hit by the semi. And now law enforcement tells us that the man on that bicycle has unfortunately passed away. So obviously with the seriousness of this crash, they're going to take their time to make sure they get this scene processed and all evidence collected before they clear it and reopen it to traffic. No word yet on how long that may take, but a very serious crash there at 14th and Cumming. You can see the westbound traffic on Cumming is, at least some lanes are open. Obviously the intersection with 14th, much of that is blocked off. Eastbound traffic on Cumming has been shut down and redirected, I believe at 13th is what we were hearing from our crew. But obviously it's going to take a little bit of time now that an individual has died in this crash to clear this scene, because they're going to have to make sure they collect everything, process everything, determine exactly what happened, so forensics teams can piece that together. Obviously, they're going to be talking to the driver of the semi. As you heard in that brief news conference, there have been no charges filed, so it does appear that the driver is likely cooperating with police with this unfortunate crash at Cumming and 14th. Again, semi crashed into a bicyclist a short time ago. The bicyclist, witnesses rushed to try and help them and call police, but they unfortunately died in this crash. No other information was provided. Obviously, it's very early, but we will continue to monitor this story for you, and we will have the very latest for you coming up later today on First Alert 6 News at 3 and 4. So again, recapping the breaking news at this hour, a crash between a semi and a bicycle at Cumming and 14th here in Omaha. has resulted in the death of a man riding that bicycle. Police confirming that just live to us here just a short time ago. Crews are now on the scene processing all the evidence and collecting data before they clear the road and reopen it. Eastbound coming right now is closed at 14th and will remain so until they clear that scene. That does it for us. Again, we'll have a complete update on our website at WOWT.com as well as on First Alert 6 News at 3 and 4. Until then, I'm Nick Weig at the Alert Desk.